Hello everyone, my name is Manuela Lovenza Delvanora, and in this video, I will like to explain about hortatory exposition text. I will explain the definition, the purpose, the generic structure, the language features, and also give an example. First, the definition of hortatory exposition. Hortatory exposition is a type of text that aims to persuade readers or listeners that something should or should not happen. This text is used to convince people to take a certain action or to avoid something. In this text, the writer gives several arguments to support their opinion, and at the end of the text, the writer gives a recommendation about what the reader should do. So, the main goal of this text is not only to give information, but to influence people and encourage them to act. The purpose of hortatory exposition are first, to persuade the readers to agree with the writer's opinion. Second, to influence people's opinion about an issue. Third, to give recommendations about what should or should not be done. And fourth, to encourage people to take action based on the arguments given. So basically, this text tries to change or shape the reader's opinion. The generic structure of hortatory exposition. The first is thesis. The thesis is the writer's opinion about an issue. It introduces the topic and clearly states the writer's position. For the example, students should reduce social media usage. In this part, the writer clearly shows whether they agree or disagree with something. Second, arguments. Arguments contain reasons that support the thesis. Usually, there are two or three strong reasons supported by fact or explanation. Arguments are often introduced by connectors such as firstly, secondly, thirdly, moreover, and in addition. This part is very important because it strengthens the writer's opinion. The last structure is recommendation. Recommendation gives advice to suggestion about what should be done. It is usually placed at the end of the text. It contains the writer's final statement and tells the readers what action they should take. This part shows the solution or the action the readers are expected to do. Language features of hortatory exposition. First, modal verbs. Hortatory exposition use modal verbs such as should, must, and ought to or have to. These words express recommendation, obligation, and necessity. They strengthen the arguments and emphasize the recommended action. Second, conjunction or connectors. Logical connectors such as because, so that, in order to, and therefore are used to organize ideas. They show reason, purpose, and conclusion. They make the text coherent and logically structured. Third, impersonal style. Hortatory exposition often use an impersonal style to maintain objectivity and formality. Personal pronouns like I or we are usually avoided. This makes the text more academic and neutral. Fourth, lexical cohesion. Lexical cohesion ensures unity and consistency throughout the text. It is achieved by repeating keywords and using related vocabulary. This keeps the discussion focused. For the example, I taught the title, The Importance of Recycling. Okay, the first part is thesis. Environmental problems are increasing in many parts of the world. Pollution and excessive waste have become serious issues. Therefore, recycling should be practiced more actively in daily life. In this part, the writer states that recycling should be practiced more actively. The second part is arguments. First, recycling helps reduce the amount of waste in landfills because waste does not accumulate and damage the environment. Secondly, recycling confers natural resources. Materials such as paper, plastic, and metal can be recycled. Thirdly, recycling saves energy because producing goods from recycled materials requires less energy. These arguments support the idea that recycling is important. The last part is recommendation. Therefore, people should start recycling regularly at home, at school, and in public places. Governments and communities must provide better recycling facilities. This recommendation encourages people to take real action. In conclusion, hortatory exposition is a persuasive text that aims to influence readers through arguments and recommendations. It consists of theses, arguments, and recommendations. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.